Hey everyone, I'm back again. Sorry about that. I just went live for a brief minute with no audio for some odd reason. I think I have audio now. I see it going. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Thanks everyone for joining me today. I have a lot of stuff I need to say. I don't have any, straightforward way of laying this all out to you guys. So bear with me for a second because things just got a little bit unorganized. And I apologize for that. I'm very angry today, and I'm going to explain to everybody why, and we'll go through it step by step. And I know that I'm kind of blessed with a platform here that, a lot of people don't have, and I can only imagine how frustrated you guys are out there, as well. So before we begin, this video is brought to you guys by Noble Gold. A lot of folks have lost some hope recently. There's despair, sleepless nights. I can say that's true for me. Stock market is returning, but -10 since the start of the year. It's looking a little sad, but it doesn't have to be. So as crazy as it sounds, gold has actually gained by about 15%. That's 25% more bang for your buck. And it's probably something you haven't considered the way you probably didn't consider Zoom calls or wearing a mask or cancel culture. But all these things seem normal now, so should investing in precious metal. Gold, silver, palladium, and platinum have proven to be safe haven investments, the only investment with appreciating value during collapse. So if you're interested in securing your wealth, call Noble Gold Investments at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347, or visit our website over at noblegoldinvestments.com. Thank you. Can you guys hear me? So there's a lot of breaking news going on right now. I want to bring in Periscope and CloudHub. Bringing in Periscope and CloudHub. Hey to my Periscope folks. Hey CloudHub. Thanks for joining me. The last thing that I did last night before I went to sleep was see this. You'll never guess what the people screaming about how the First Amendment protects football players kneeling during the anthem in the stadium say about a coach wearing a t-shirt on his day off while fishing. It was Mike Gundy wearing an OAN shirt while fishing with a couple of his, I don't know if it's his sons, I don't know who these people are. But of course, as soon as the OAN shirt went up, the crazy began. And what do I mean by that? This person right here. This ought to give his black players and coaches some insight into how he really feels about their lives. Gundy continues to make poor choices. Time for him to go. This right here, I'm going to be careful because this is how I went to bed. OAN t-shirt. One American News Network. A truthful news network. People are calling him a racist because he's wearing a t-shirt of a news network. Now, I don't know what would happen if he was wearing a CNN shirt. Suffice to say, he probably wouldn't have been attacked at all. The point here is that these people are lunatics. If you read the comments underneath this, you'll see how much crazy is going on in this thread. Now, the right came on in and started to support this guy because this is nuts. This woman is a pastor. I told her she needs to find God because she clearly doesn't have him in her life. Clearly. I will put this thread in the description box of the video on YouTube so that you people can go through and take a look at this. Now, I went to bed and I woke up to this story. I woke up to seeing John Cardillo's tweet from late last night, that the NYPD just texted him a story about officers went into Shake Shack, got shakes, passed out, and then went to the hospital. And it was thought at this point in time that the Shake Shack employees poisoned their shakes. Now, stop. Full stop. Given the climate that we're in right now, where we see New York police officers being attacked, spit on, killed, beaten, their cars destroyed, their leadership doesn't stand by them, their mayor has abandoned them. The New York City Police Department, God bless those poor officers still on the beat in that department. There are so many precincts in it. It spans all 5 boroughs. God bless those poor men. God bless those poor men and women, right? Then, here, this morning, I tweeted this. I said, this happened. NYPD cops were poisoned at Shake Shack last night. I'm seriously considering that fundraiser to help them leave this godforsaken hellhole that is New York City. Since that, there was a criminal investigation, apparently. And the NYPD found no criminality. The story reads the following. The NYPD said that it found no criminality by Shake Shack workers in connection with the hospitalization of 3 officers who drank milkshakes they believe may have been spiked with bleach. After a thorough investigation by the Manhattan South investigators, it's been determined there was no criminality by Shake Shack employees. He said that in a tweet. We'll get to the tweet in a second. Police sources said the case has been deemed unintentional after it appeared that whatever cleaning solution was used on the shake machine wasn't rinsed off enough. The cops immediately noticed a funny taste when they sipped on the drinks around 9 p.m. Monday. They were taken to Bellevue Hospital and been released. They're in the Bronx, but were on a detail in Manhattan. They launched an immediate investigation. They recovered 2 of the cups the officers threw out after trying to drink the shakes. Shake Shack responded by saying, "Our team is working hard to get the full picture. In the meantime, we're relieved to hear the officers are all okay." The PBA said in a warning letter to police officers earlier that the incident was not yet another serious safety interview. And at some point during their meal, the officers discovered a toxic substance believed to be bleach had been placed in their beverages. It wasn't discovered until the officers had already ingested a portion and they're at the hospital receiving treatment. Now, personally, as a human being, not as a journalist, I'm just going to vent it out. I don't believe this for a second. I just don't. That would mean that at 9 p.m., the shift workers on this shift cleaned out that machine and then served the officers shakes and nobody else, because everybody would have gotten sick. And we haven't heard any reports yet of anybody else getting sick. Why they would clean the machines in the middle of a shift makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Not only that, we have somebody probing right now to figure out what types of substances they're even allowed to use to clean these machines, given that they're serving beverage to people. So this investigation requires that you believe that in the middle of the shift, for absolutely whatever reason, they decided they were going to cleaned the machines, and then the only people that had any adverse effects to this were the officers involved. It doesn't make any good logical sense. But the left, and it's the left, and crazy people, are now on Twitter saying, what, you don't believe the cops? The cops did an investigation. These are the same people that for the last 3 weeks of our lives have done nothing but insult and slander police officers. And now, because they have a reason to that seems to benefit them, they're going to stand up and praise the police as doing an upright investigation. I mean, it's just ass backwards. I personally, again, as a human being and American, I'm getting so fed up with all of this, and it gets worse and worse. If you are a sane thinking person, I'm going to caution you, just stay off of Twitter. It is a cesspool lately. I can't. I don't even know how many times these machines are I doubt they're cleaning them every day. I just doubt it. Now, for what it's worth, do I think, and would I ever say, let's go out and boycott Shake Shack as a whole. No. I think the statement the company made was perfectly fine. I haven't seen what they've made recently, so I can't speak to anything that's happened since that last statement. But I find it really hard to believe that conclusion. So the NYPD tweets it out. Chief Rodney Harrison, NYPD detective. After a thorough investigation by the NYPD's Manhattan South investigators, I don't know how thorough it could have been, it has been determined that there was no criminality by Shake Shack's employees. And then we have a whole bunch of people asking the same questions that all of us are asking. But we also have people like this. These accusations put the employees' lives in danger. Really? These accusations put the employees' lives in danger, but you spend every day of your life calling everyone around you that doesn't agree with you a racist and every other horrible slur you can possibly come up with under the sun. And that doesn't put anyone's lives in danger, right? You endorse riots and the looting and destruction of businesses and every other manner of evil and malfeasance in the world, but that doesn't put people's lives in danger, right? The accusation that 3 officers who drank from Shake Shack cups and had Shake Shack shakes got poisoned by them, that puts people's lives in danger. This is absolute ridiculous nonsense. I'm so sick of it. I'm finished with these people. They're lunatics. This person here, that's exactly right. I'm going to get out of breath. I'm so angry. I can't contain myself. I'm going to take a breath. That's exactly right. And now this morning, right-wing influencers are still tweeting the original accusation, racking up retweets, and people in the comments are calling for the employees to be executed. I can't imagine what they went through last night. The hypocrisy of this tweet right here, when for 4 or 5 years now, the left-wing crap heap of a media has done nothing but lie to people to scare the living hell out of them so that the nation is completely divided exactly the way we're seeing it right now. And this person is worried about right-wing influencers tweeting about 3 people getting poisoned by shakes served from an establishment. After what you have put people through for 3 to 4, maybe 5 full years, we're sitting in this spot we're in right now because people did things like that, but really did things like that. No retractions to mistakes, repeating straight up falsity, concocting things out of thin air just to divide the country. That was the sole purpose, was to brainwash people like this tweeter right here. And they succeeded in some fashion in doing so. Then I saw this. This is what has led up to this little rant today. I saw this. Ready? Dominos Pizza. Dominos Pizza. You know, good old Domino's. Replied to Kayleigh McEnany in November of 2012. Ready? Kayleigh said in November of 2012, that's 8 years ago. 8 years ago. She said, fun fact, Domino's is way better than any New York City pizza. Now, we can debate that until the cows come home. I think that she's out of her mind, but hey, that's up to you. Domino's replies to her, hey, that's one heck of a compliment. Thanks for the love. We appreciate it. Well, the crazy lunatic cancel mob has found Domino's tweet from 12 years ago, before Donald Trump was hated by the entire world, when he was held up by rappers and celebrities and people in government on a pedestal for his money. 8 years ago, guess what happened? Guess what happened? This happened. Family is now boycotting Domino's. We'll ask friends and family to do the same. Over and over and over with the cancel tweets. Canceling Domino's over. Now there are some, answers and replies to this now that it's gone kind of viral, like people saying, what? These are all responses to this woman's tweet, but there are people here, ask Papa John's what happened when they embraced the white supremacy coming out of the White House. No facts, no data, no examples. Ask these people how the president is a white supremacist, and watch their heads combust into flames on their shoulders. Just watch. These are brainwashed extremists. I'm sorry. It's true. No more pizza from you, says Amanda Tackett. I mean, think about this for a second. There are no sane, rational people walking the face of this earth right now who would stop eating Domino's for a tweet they made 8 full years ago, complimenting or thanking someone for a compliment. What planet are these people on? What has happened to these people? What is in the water where these people live? What are they consuming to make them so batshit insane? Can someone answer that for me? Because I can't type fast enough to get all of this stuff off my chest. I can't. This is fanatical. It is not even terrifying anymore. It's lunacy. And it's let me just explain the background, okay? This is why they're doing this. There is a small but very vocal minority on social media who are like these people, who say that everyone's a racist, which, by the way, if you haven't noticed, if you call someone a name, it's supposed to hurt their feelings. It's supposed to be damning. Calling someone a racist is one of the most damning things that you can do. Why? Not because the country's racist. If the country was racist, calling someone a racist wouldn't matter. Does anybody understand? I mean, anyway, that aside, okay? There is a small but very vocal minority that is being amplified by people in positions, people who are quickly losing their grasp on power and are desperate to hold on to it. This would be the legacy media. This would be big corporations that are owned by the left, Google, Amazon, the ones that have the purse strings, the ones that work with the politicians, okay? They're amplifying these people so that everybody else looks at this and says, wow, we must be in the minority with our belief that this is absolutely insane. Why would all these people be saying it? Why would all of these corporations be coming out with these messages when 50%, if not much, much more at this point of the country doesn't agree with the messages? Why all of a sudden in May did the DNC or Joe Biden magically raise $80 million after the Black Lives Matter Act Blue fundraising push? Why is it that all of these people, even former, what they used to call themselves Republicans, they never were. These were the cut from the same cloth, power-hungry tyrants is what they all were. And now we're awake to the fact that they're power-hungry tyrants. So they've all banded together, taken their masks off, and they're naked for the world to see. But I want you to realize that you are not the minority. I'm not the minority. I have a microphone right now, but I can nearly guarantee you that if any one of you guys were sitting here and behind this microphone, you'd be saying the same crap that I'm saying right now. I'm not special. I just have a microphone that people listen to. You are not a minority. You're a majority. And there are several ways that we can change turn the tide, so to speak. Now, I'm of the firm belief that watching these people devour themselves, which they will begin, the journalists already started devouring themselves, calling each other racist for things that are not racist. They're already beginning. I have been sitting back and watching these people as now they've run out of targets. So they're looking inside themselves. Who is less victimized? Who is more privileged? Who is more privileged? Who can we attack now? We need to go after. By the time they're finished, nobody will exist anymore. They're going to cancel themselves into oblivion. They're going to cancel themselves into oblivion. And we've never been the group of boycott. But I'm not going to say that you shouldn't take a look at what companies are doing and then use your wallets to make those decisions. Look what happened to Target a few months ago. People need to stop bending the knee to this small but disproportionately amplified mob. They stalk everything. They ruin everything. They don't have any joy or love or peace inside of themselves. They want nothing but misery. They want to take all of your liberty from you. They don't want you to be free. They want to rule over your life. And that is their end goal. And that's just it. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's just the truth. It is just the truth. There is no working with the lost. There is a group of people in the middle and people who are looking at the left right now and saying, I do not belong to that. That is not what I stand for. I don't agree with some conservative principles. I don't even think I'm a conservative, but I am certainly not that. I am certainly not that. That's why Walkaway has had a massive explosion in numbers over the past couple weeks. They want mail-in voting so that they can screw you at the polls. They want to shut down your businesses so you can't go to work, but their millions of protesters can be out and you can watch the mayor of New York mingle amongst them, but weld shut the gates to a predominantly Jewish neighborhood park so that their kids can't go out and play. What the hell is going on in this country? People, open your eyes if they're not open yet. Understand, these people are out to destroy you. No quarter should be given. It is really at that point now. The hypocrisy, they know. You think these people don't know what they're doing? You think these journalists don't know or realize what they're doing? Of course they do. Of course they do. These people know they're lying to everybody. They know that what they're doing isn't, there's no integrity in it. They don't care. The ends justify the means. The ends justify the means. All sense of objectivity, of integrity, of morality is out the window. They will tell you anything if it advances the means. It doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's a small news story about a, quote, right-wing extremist protester who's just a normal everyday American waving a flag. It doesn't matter if it's a quarterback who said that he respects the flag of this country and doesn't want to kneel. He's racist too. Apologize 75 times. Stop caving to these people. Stop it. If you have any spine in your back, stop it right now. Put your foot down. Be the first one. Say, I'm not apologizing for that. I refuse. This is how I feel, and it's a free damn country, and I can say whatever I want. Stop apologizing to these psychos. They are after blood. They will never stop. They will keep coming after you over and over and over again until you are reduced to a pile of rubble. If you keep taking the knee, they will smack you across the face. I'm telling you, figuratively speaking, they will hammer your coffin if you keep bending the knee. There's a reason that symbolism is used. Good people everywhere need to just stop it. Good people everywhere need to use their voice. This is getting out of control. I can't sit here anymore and just watch this without saying anything. It's ridiculous. Everyone out there who's sane knows it's ridiculous. I'm not talking to, the like I said, there are people we just need to leave behind that will never be saved. There's, for lack of a better word. There are people we just need to let go, but there are people that we don't. There are people who need to understand that welcome to the land that is not the upside down, where there is still some sense of normalcy as we sit back and look at these folks with the look on our face. Like, I'm like, what? Any sane person would think that this Domino's thing's, what is happening? Use your voice. Write letters to these companies. Go write letters to your local media organizations. Find where their cameras are. Jump behind them with signs. I don't know. But just stop bending the knee to these people. Look what they're trying to do to Tucker for no reason. For no reason. They're crazy. They're crazy. They're out of control. They're doing everything in their power because this is it for them. They're done. They have lost. They've lost it. Most of America, the large majority of America will not, first of all, vote for, no offense, Joe. Actually, I don't give a crap if you take offense. You're a bumbling fool who can't even read off a cue card. You think you're going to run the country? You're out of your mind. Not only that, but people have brains. They can see what you've said in the past, and nobody appreciates your viewpoints. There are very few people that support Joe Biden. I'm just saying. Ignore, the polls are nonsense. Everybody, listen, from a Trump supporter's perspective, this is how I'm speaking right now. I'm a Trump supporter. Not Tracy, journalist, not objective Tracy. This is Tracy, Trump supporter. I don't care if they told me that President Trump was going to win 100-1. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going to vote. I'm going to stand at the polls. I'm going to go to rallies, and you can kiss my ass. Okay? I don't care about your stupid virus threats. I don't care about how you're going to weaponize, a virus that you've already weaponized to destroy the country all over again. Nobody cares what you have to say anymore. You can see that because you're forced to fire your entire newsrooms. Your subscription numbers are down. People mock you incessantly all over the place. And your stupid little blue check marks don't mean crap. Okay? They just don't. They really don't. So the thing that I'm trying to say again, they're amplifying this vocal minority. And Nancy Pelosi's even afraid of these people. She doesn't want to defund the police. You think, please. She doesn't want to defund the police. She's being held hostage by a small but vocal minority, and everyone's too stupid to see it. It's ridiculous on its face. The things these people say are ridiculous on their face. In no sane world is wearing an OAN t-shirt indicative of whether or not you are discriminating against someone or dislike someone because of the color of their skin. But yet here they are. Does it make any sense to anybody? Give me a break. Just give me a break. And, people are saying, like, why? This is going to be a little touchy one for me, but I'm going to just say it because it's true. And I'm not saying this for any other reason than it's true. CNN, Fox News even, the New York Times, the New York Post, Washington Examiner, whatever, any other, the Politico, they're funded by God knows how much money coming from God knows where. They have so much money. And then you've got little independent journalists and little independent outlets like Uncover DC that get, generous donations from folks, you know what I mean? But are not running on $1 million budgets, okay? And are expected to combat this crazy with, it's working for the most part, but it needs to be better. If you don't support what these folks are doing, support the folks that are countering them. If it's not me, that's fine. I'm not saying this as a ploy for, donations or whatever. I'm really not. I'm just saying, if you support OAN, buy merch from OAN. Buy merch from Daily Caller. Send a donation to Epoch Times. Do something to support these organizations instead of spending money at, I don't know, Uber or DoorDash or any of those other places. Take that money you would have spent, cancel your cable subscription, buy just the OAN channel, buy just a subscription to one of your favorite papers, give them money when they don't provide you with the product. Just help them. Conservatives work their asses off. They're hardworking, decent people. I will go to the ends of the earth to speak out on behalf of the good people of the world who are looking around them and scratching their heads and saying, what the is happening here? What in the hell is going on? You just had us locked in our houses for 3 full months, telling us we were going to kill people and our grandparents if we left. Telling us if we didn't wear masks, we were murderers. Telling us that our family businesses we worked on for decades could go to rubble and you didn't care. And now you're letting millions of people congregate in small spaces and joining them while you're telling us you're going to fine us if we open our business to the public? I'm sorry. No more. No more of this. Enough is enough. We don't care what you have to say anymore. We're not listening to you anymore. You're irrelevant. Now, go out and make the good people relevant. Use your voice, use a megaphone, use your dollars. Support people doing good work. Because at the end of the day, we have to prevail. There is no other choice. This cancel culture, mob-like, racist, the people throwing out the racism charges are the racists. I saw a thread the other day where somebody used a chimpanzee in a tree as a meme or a GIF, and somebody accused the person of being racist. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, who's the racist in this scenario? That had nothing to do with race, and then in comes you seeing a chimpanzee gif and you think it's racist? Who's the real racist? These people have oppressed the black population for decades on purpose to keep them enslaved to the party. That is clear as day. They have done nothing to make it better for the black community in this country. Before this happened, this COVID ridiculous nightmare, black unemployment was the lowest it had ever been in the history of this country. Under a white supremacist president, numbers don't lie. You don't have to like the man, but he's done amazing things for this damn country. And I am going to fight my ass off until the end of time to make sure that one of you does not get into any important office in this country ever again. And I'm just going to stop now, or I never will. Have a fantastic day, guys.